In the early 90s, my father would take me hunting almost every Sunday morning. I must have only been about 12 years old that summer. My father, as usual, woke me up before sunrise as we had a long drive ahead. Something was very odd that morning. Not a single deer in sight, and the woods were extremely quiet, unusually quiet. After a few hours, my father had decided enough was enough and decided we should head home. But anyway, I must have fallen asleep because I was awakened by my father braking so heavily I would have gone through that goddamn windscreen had it not been for me wearing my seatbelt. My father told me to stay put and hurriedly got out of the vehicle and ran into the brush. I assumed he needed the bathroom or something. Anyway, about 20 minutes had passed, and I was getting a little concerned. I ignored my father's advice and got out to see if I could find any sign of him. I would come to regret that decision. As soon as I stepped out of the vehicle, I could hear some strange noises coming from the woods. It sounded like my dad. It sounded like he was in some distress, but wasn't calling for help or anything. Anyways, fearing the worst, I grabbed the rifle and made my way into the woods, being as quiet and silent as I possibly could. As I crept into the forest, getting closer to the noises, I approached a fallen tree and peeked over the top of it. And gosh damn, I would never forget what I witnessed that day. That will stay with me forever. It was my father bent over with his pants around his ankles and this huge, hairy, half man, half dog, half beast monster thing doing what at the time I described what my mother and uncle used to do when my father was out working. My father looked me right dead in the eyes the whole time. I had never seen him so happy before. Big, huge grin on his face. Damn, he was just filled with joy. Anyway, since then, he always went hunting alone, never asked me to go with him. I don't know why. Anyways, a few years later, Daddy ran away, and my mother was devastated. We didn't know where the hell he was gone. Anyway, that's the end of that story for now.